Kate Ellenberger wrote in Educational Leadership magazine that in 1985, the U.S. Supreme Court determined that the Fourth Amendment applies to students in the public schools. I attend a public high school. Therefore, students possessing contraband is an issue that affects me directly. Today, I'm going to persuade you that school officials should be authorized to perform reasonable searches of students and student property. The two main reasons for search and seizure are: students should feel safe on school grounds, and it eliminates the problem before it has an opportunity to occur. The Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution guarantees the right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. While students' right to privacy is guaranteed under the United States Constitution's Fourth Amendment, they should still be subject to reasonable searches and seizures. An easy way of gaining reasonable suspicion is through drug testing. This allows school officials to locate their problem. According to Ellenberger, Todd versus Rush in 1998 and Miller versus Wilkes in 1999 upheld drug testing for students participating in extracurricular activities. Random drug testing on any student who is involved in an extracurricular activity is a necessity. This is an accurate way to make sure that students who are involved are on the right track toward success. This also allows school officials to locate the drug problem within their school. After locating the problem, officials can then take necessary actions to keep students safe. Students should be able to feel secure in their learning environment without fear of being harmed. School officials have an obligation to parents to ensure that students aren't endangering themselves or others. Also, as members of a local, state, and national community, whoever runs the school has an obligation to comply with the law, to ensure that no local ordinances or state or federal laws are violated on school grounds. When students attend a public school, they become subject to searches with probable cause. The authorized figure performing a search must be able to dictate a reason for suspecting the student possesses prohibited goods. According to Ellenberger, reasonable suspicion is a common sense, non-technical conception that deals with the factual and practical considerations of everyday life, on which reasonable and prudent men, not local technicians, act. The ability to search students' possessions decreases the amount of weapons brought to school, as well as the amount of drug circulation among teenagers. Over a period of time, this improves school reputations as well as whole communities. Students are also better able to gain knowledge and understanding when they are not focused on others' actions, resulting in higher grades and test scores. Through reasonable search and seizure, school systems benefit in multiple areas. Safety of students should be the #1 concern in public schools. If a school official holds a reasonable suspicion to search a student, it is necessary to the safety of that student that they do so. The most efficient way to gain reasonable suspicion is through drug testing. Afterwards, officials can take necessary actions. Reasonable search and seizure is the only solution to the safety of students. This eliminates problems within public schools and allows students to maintain a positive reputation.